Guys, good morning. We're checking out of the hotel, getting off from Niagara, and we are now going to Washington, D.C., city number 4. Let's explore. It's about an 8-hour drive from Niagara to Washington, D.C. We are driving it down there. We're going to go and return the car in Washington, D.C. because from there, I think we'll have to take a flight to the next city that I'm planning. But I'm going to keep it a surprise for you all to see where we are going next after Washington. But I'm very excited to go to Washington. 2 reasons. One, of course, I want to check a new city. 2, I'm going to meet this amazing neighbor and somebody I grew up with and went to school together with. She is settled there in Washington for almost a decade now, so I'm just happy to reunite and rendezvous. I'm also going to meet this other amazing lady who I spent a year with in a hostel when I was studying in Guwahati. She had a major influence in me. If you remember, I told you how I met those girls from Guwahati, and they were like so smart and so chic in their own ways. They were so opinionated, so bold, so unapologetic. So she's one of those ladies. I remember she coming down to the US again a decade ago. Now she has a kid, she has dogs, so I'm excited. So I'm going to her house. She invited me home to make some, she's Assamese as well, same community that I come from, so she's gonna cook for us. So I'm very excited to go eat Assamese food in Washington, DC, and meeting one of these amazing sister friend that I kind of not seen for almost, I don't know, 15 years. I think the last I saw her was 2005. So how long has it been? Almost fucking 19 years. That's crazy. That's crazy. But as far as Niagara Falls is concerned, I absolutely loved it. A lot of people are telling me how I should have come in the summer season to kind of take a helicopter ride to have a bird's eye view, and also take the boat to go near the mist and stuff. But I don't regret it. I love the snow, and I will not do it any other way. But if you are somebody who do not like the snow, then you know you gotta come in a time during summer, that's June to October-ish. We are getting bigger and better. So I'm gonna load this, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is heavy. Jesus. What the hell is this? My makeup and hair accessories. Oh fuck. Shit. I dropped the bag with all the laptops and iPads. We are going to do breakfast before we leave, so we parked the beauty. Okay. Is this the one? This is it. I'm gonna eat breakfast, guys. This is such a beautiful place, guys. It's like one of the poshest places around Niagara. So you gotta come to savor. And it's funny because the building is a whole culinary institute where you will see multiple instructors and students who are currently learning from this culinary institute are serving us.
Very cheap for $17. Won't get it.
Alrighty, done with breakfast, and it's snowing in Niagara. I'm just waiting outside a little bit before I get inside the car just to feel the snowfall. It is so nice. I love it. Okay, look at the border to cross to Canada. That's so cool. Literally there. Alright, we can't go there, so we're going here. Alright, let's go, Washington. The bridge, guys. Beauty. 1 mile. Oh, look at the mountain. Full of snow. We are 6 hours away from Washington. Be prepared to snow. Oh my god. How pretty. It's crazy. Sorry, I started talking to this really cute old couple. Dude, I love old people. They're just so cute. So we stopped at McD, and we are now going to, I'll drive now. Gotham drove like a lot, so I'm gonna take on the wheels. In the meantime, though, on my Instagram, I'm getting crazy questions. I have to do like a whole talk with you guys today about that. But you know, a lot of girls are like, how do we get a guy like yours? Or how do we have a rich life? How do we get fortune like you did? First of all, my dear friends, I don't have any fortune. I don't even have a Birkin's bag. I don't have a Rolls Royce, nor do I have like anything fancy. I live a very normal, maybe upper middle class life, like a lot of them in India. Like, you know, so please don't think I have a fortune. I do not have it. If I have it, I would have been flying private and partying in my private yacht right now, maybe going to Iceland or Ireland or something. Anywho, I'm going to address that. And I just want to tell, like, you know, people love shortcuts. Like, it's just mostly the new, because I started with $1,200 people who I maybe know in my Instagram. The remaining, so I have a 37,000 following right now. Out of that, I know 1,200. Out of the 1,200, maybe I know 30 or 40 on a regular basis. And out of that, I need 1 or 4 or 5 who are very close to me. So, for a lot of you, or for a lot of them, they don't know my life. Like, I think anybody whose mentality is like, I want a rich guy, I don't think I appreciate that kind of a mentality. What I appreciate is, I don't think I looked for a richer guy. I was very busy investing time in myself after 3 failed relationships. I was very busy upgrading myself. I was very busy making myself a better person in terms of skills, in terms of mental health, in terms of physical health. And while you do that and you keep improving yourself, you attract people, right? And you start attracting better and better and better, because I'm getting better and better and better. I wouldn't attract trash anymore. And then you become more and more conscious of what is it that you exactly need, because I had 3 failed relationships, like I said, so I knew exactly what I needed in a man next. I knew what I was going to look out for. So you got to have those experiences yourself. I can't give you tips and tricks. I mean, I honestly, I'm not a matchmaker. And I do not know. I mean, I never tried to. My boobs are not even big to do all the seduction things that I was supposed. I'm not a seducer. Like, I just don't know how to seduce a guy. All I know is wear clothes and like just love my husband, or just be cute about it. I think I'm more of a cutie than like a sexy person. Although some of you might look at it and me and think, oh, like all those skimpy clothes and bikinis. I don't feel that way about myself. So I don't know how to give tips and tricks to how to lure a man. I have never been able to lure a man like that if I could. I mean, I just fell in love. That's all I did. I met people. Yes, I'm going to go on Instagram and tell them now, you got to have guts. You got to have guts to keep trying. Because that's what I did. I didn't stop. My first relationship failed. I didn't stop. Although the first guy almost tried to manipulate me that I am not like a girlfriend material, and then I moved on to the next relationship, and that was bad as well. When I failed the second time, it's easy to believe that, or question yourself saying, is it me? Could it be me? Because it's a second relationship that's failing, similar patterns. But then that's when you need to start talking to people and figure out more, and like, it's not you. It's possible to maybe be with the wrong person the second time as well. Then I moved on to the third person, and then that failed as well. And by now I was almost convinced that it has to be something with me. That's why my relationships are not working out. But then I started listening to so many podcasts. I started talking to therapists. I started taking advice and guidance from people to figure out what was going on. And that is when I knew that it is important in a relationship to have boundaries. It is important for you to look for a man who has a provider mindset. It is important for you to also equally have a mentality. Like, I don't have the mentality that Gautam has to keep paying for the rest of my life. No, I can sit at home and just do nothing right now and just chill. But I don't think that's fair. Like, I feel like I have studied so much, so I got to bring in something to the table, if not as much as what he is, whatever best I can do. And that's the mentality I'm going to go on with for the rest of my life. My mom was a working woman. My sister is a working woman. In fact, in my whole family, you name it, all my buas and aunts, sisters, cousins, I don't have a single housewife in my family. All of them are working women. So that's the mentality you need to work towards, and then the rest will just come to your life. You will attract the rest of the good things. So I think if you are curious and if you have similar questions, I can only imagine, right? Like, just seeing a girl just go, oh, I'm in South Africa, oh, I'm in Sri Lanka, oh, I'm in Europe, oh, I'm in Dubai, oh, I'm in Abu Dhabi, oh, now I'm all of a sudden in US, oh, I'm going to China, oh, I'm going to go to Japan. Yes, I travel a lot because I'm 35 years old, the goal was to do this maybe when I was 21, 22, but did it work out? It didn't. Why? Because I had to work. I had to do a full-time job and use all the money I was making to pay my rent, to pay my bills, to pay my car EMI, to send money home, take care of dad. So, so priorities. And now I feel I can relax a little bit and I can go around because I have a little support system. And I am also working myself. So again, I don't know how to give advice to any woman who comes and asks me, how do you lure a guy? How is it that I seduce a guy? I wish I knew it, man. It was crazy. I mean, if I could, I would have had like multiple sugar daddies. I wouldn't have been sunk in debts. Like, if I knew how to lure a guy and make him pay for all of it. I still don't let Gautam pay for my debts. Like, you gotta have some principles, because I feel the other person should be able to respect you and not because I feel if you're a girl with a mentality like where you are like, okay, I need a rich guy and that's it, how do I get a rich guy? Fine, let's assume we get one. What next? What do you do with it? Do you think the guy is going to respect you because your entire mentality is just to fucking exploit his money and all the hard work that guy has put in to acquire this wealth or to make that money? Can you imagine? Like, you will know it if you are a working person. If you try to earn money in your life, you will know how hard it is. I have worked 18 years, ridiculous hours, with very less sleep, education, work. I have struggled with debts, trying to keep up. trying to take care of my dad, trying to take care of my family. So I know the value of money, which is why at no point will I let myself or anyone else come and exploit any money that my husband has made, because I see the hard work that he puts in. I mean, I get really upset with girls today, like the sugar daddy culture, and I made a podcast on it in the Como show. Like, it's becoming so increasingly popular, and I have no judgment. If you want to do it, bro, each to your own. You will have to deal with your own stuff. I am no one to say anything, but it scares me when a girl today just primarily wants to get out of college and then immediately wants a lifestyle where she wants her Birkin, she wants to travel the world, she wants to travel first class, business class, whatever. I mean, if you treat yourself that poorly, you're only going to attract men who are going to treat you that poorly. Me, on the other hand, I demand respect. I'm like, if Gautam ever treats me like a sugar baby, I think I'll be fucking offended. Then I think I'll leave. Because for me, it's okay if the money is not there. The respect has to be there. He has to look at me with respect. I mean, he has to treat me respectfully. And how do you make a man do that? By your actions. He's going to see, everybody's going to figure out if you're in it for the money or if you're in it for love, and how hardworking you are as a person. You know, how dedicated, ambitious you are as a person, how you're taking care of the family. You know, is it all about the travel? Is it all about the glitz and glam? Or it's also about, because for me, my primary objective wasn't to marry Gautam and travel the world. My primary objective was to make a family. I want to have children with him. I want to raise these children. And I'm glad that my kid will have a father who is going to be able to support him or her, and they don't have to be burdened with finance like how I was unfortunately burdened. And again, it's not my mom and dad's fault. The way things panned out for them, they were poor guys. They were just helpless. And thank God I was there to come around as a backup. But those are the things that I had in mind. And those what I think everyone should look at life like that, don't you think? If you want to have a long-lasting, everlasting, eternal marriage with love and respect and romance and care and a little bit of pampering here or there, I think it's a package. You guys, we are only about 38 miles away from Washington, and like the gas ran out, so this car like drinks fuel. So it was showing us like the last line like in red. Usually in our cars, like both Gautam's and mine, whenever we have like a gas, like mine is an electric, his is thing, but when we have like enough warnings, we have a range of at least 50 kilometers even after it shows like the gas is over. But here it wasn't like that. Thankfully we took an exit and we were just approaching the gas station, and just before a mile the car stopped. Luckily we kind of moved on to like a side road and stopped there, and then I booked an Uber and we are here now. Well, that's what's happening. Yep, we ran out of gas. We are in between nowhere. It is so fucking scary.
So convenient, though.
It is convenient here. If it was India, it would have been so difficult. Like wherever the fuck, we were like in the middle of nowhere, honey. We made it 7 hours later. Actually 8, 1 hour. 2 hours were just 1 hour was the whole Shazam with the fuel and this and that, and then actually we made it in 6 hours, but 2 hours of just waiting, stopping, chilling and all of it. But I'll show you my luggage situation. Yeah, we got it. Come, please. So this is one of it. And then we're gonna show you the other half. So this is us. Okay? So we got the cartons from Home Depot. 1, 2, 3, 4 big. Then of course a lot of loose stuff. Then we have another big one there, 5, 6. And then this. Alrighty, welcome to Washington DC, and this is my room. Alrighty guys, I'm a little tired, but alrighty, it's a great room, I'm happy. So what we have to do now is, we have to sit down, sort out all the things that's gonna go back via shipping, figure out who are we going to go with, FedEx or UPS or US Postal, or who is it, or Agarwal's Packers and Movers. We have multiple options. We're gonna talk, get quotes from everybody, see. So I have to figure out what's going back. I have to pack all the things in carton boxes that's going back. I also have to choose the shipper, make sure that all of that is done, then have to plan what we're doing tomorrow. And all the looks begins in Washington DC from tomorrow. Let's do it.